Hey everyone, thanks for joining today. We're going to answer a few questions that people have sent me on various platforms, and I've been trying to catch up with some of my social media, so I figured I'd record the answers for you today. Okay, so first question of the day is from Jose Sanchez. He's actually asked two questions, so we're going to cover one. Which programming language is preferred for AWS? Now, that really depends exactly what you're doing within AWS. Java is a very popular language to use, just in general, but also within the AWS platform. However, as a security professional, Python is also probably second popular as a language within AWS, and as a security professional, there's a lot of uses for Python. So it really depends on what you want to do within AWS. You need to research it. Also, you need to understand JSON, which is something that's really independent what language you use, but it's a tool for you to script within AWS as well. So I recommend you research both Python, Java, and what is JSON, and kind of figure out, depending on what you want to do within the AWS environment, which one might be the right one for you. Now, that's not to say that Sharp and C++ and some other languages, you can't use them either within security or just in general. It's just Java and Python are probably going to be the top two you see the most being used. Okay, so second question is about cloud security and FIPS compliance. Is there anything out there that meets FIPS 140? So FIPS 140 is a federal standard for encryption. So when it comes to cloud security and FIPS, a lot of the cloud platforms are going to have like a government section. So the encryption that they provide are going to meet government standards. So yes or no, right? So the cloud itself doesn't need to be FIPS 140 certified, right? Whatever your tools you're using to provide encryption does. So if it's a site-to-site VPN tunnel type encryption, data encryption, any kind of cryptographic system, if you are a federal organization and you're trying to put stuff up in the cloud and you're looking to use either the cloud platform's native services that does encryption or a third-party vendor, even though it's in the cloud, it should be FIPS 140 certified if you're looking to meet federal standards. Or if you're a private organization, I do recommend that if you're using any kind of cryptographic system, that it meets the federal standard, because that's a very good standard. And I can go more into that. There's like FIPS level 1, 2, and 3 and all kinds of things. It would take too much time. So technically, within cloud security, you don't necessarily need your cloud to be FIPS 140. What you want is, no matter where your critical data is going, if you're using encryption or a cryptographic system, you want it to meet the FIPS 140 standard related to the contingency or the type of data you're using. You know, that will determine if you're using FIPS 1, 2, or 3. So it really depends if you're on the federal side, if you're looking just to do regular data, secret or top secret. If you're on the private sector side, if it's like your number one data asset, it just really depends. So you need to do that kind of a risk assessment on what level of security your cryptographic system needs. And the FIPS 140 standard is a good standard to ensure your vendors or your service providers are meeting. But for private sectors, it's not necessarily required. So I hope that answered your question. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, third question. This person doesn't want to be named because they are in the New York City area and they're looking to possibly start a new career and leave their current job. So I won't mention who they are. But they're basically looking to make a career change going into security. They like the business side. They're not very technical. But they're also good at analytics of data, and they were also interested in maybe doing just regular IT as well. So for you, I would recommend that you research analytics of data, big data, data science, which is a major industry now, and there's some job security in that. IT, is still viable. However, IT security has a little bit more job security because the demand is greater than the supply. But it really comes down to what you like the most, what's going to work for you. Kind of figure out if you're better at the network side or do you like building systems. And if not, if you just want to analyze data, if you just want to do more of the strategy, you may want to, and you want to go into consulting like you said you did, you're going to want to do some kind of maybe account executive, a technical account executive that is not that hands-on, but still requires you to have some technical knowledge. Whether you do that on the big data, blockchain side, or traditional IT or security, it's really going to depend on you to do some soul searching, do some reading, and see which one that you're most interested in and have a passion for. So if you like some more mentorship or have any further questions, you can reach out to me on the same platform that you did originally. Okay, so that's all for the questions for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to make it really short and to the point, answering some of these questions I'm getting, and I wanted to share them out so for one, I don't have to answer the same questions over and over, and two, I can share it with everyone who follows me on LinkedIn or my YouTube channel. So if you have any questions for me, reach out to me directly or shoot them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Sec Talk with DerlyG. I come out with episodes weekly if they're the Sec Talk shorts, or a major episode once or twice a month. So if you have any ideas on what you want me to post next on a major episode or a product review, let me know, and we'll talk to you next time on Sec Talk with DerlyG.